What's up, guys? In today's video we're going to be doing a brand new tier list for this new update that recently just dropped, the Dough V2 update. As you can see, I don't have the Dough V2 fruit down here because obviously an image hasn't released yet. So I will just be moving the Dough V1 ranking up to wherever I feel like it is. Anyways, before I jump straight into this tier list, I'm going to be as objective as possible, use all my reasoning with good evidence, and I'm going to compare my old tier list to my new tier list. And I'm going to do that because I'm going to incorporate the new patch notes that just came out and why I believe these fruits have either moved up and down due to these changes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tier list. So Ash has not had anything changed. So, in my opinion, since it's nerfs, I still believe it is in C tier. It is a niche fruit. It's not as good as it once was. Barrier, the only change for Barrier is now 360 blockable. So, is that a good nerf? Or, I mean, is that a good buff? It's good enough. I mean, I still think it's C tier. I will say it probably is better than Ash, though. Just because Ash is spammy and doesn't have a lot to it. Barrier also is spammy and doesn't have a lot to it, but if you play it right, you can even fight Dough V2, believe it or not, with a 360 blockable bubble that there is now. So it is. I know that does sound a little ridiculous, but it is true. Bomb lost its iframes and now has hyper armor. Definitely C tier. Not a viable fruit anymore. Chop is just chop. We're not even gonna go there. Dark V1. Still pretty good. I think it's above. Yeah, I put it above Barrier. Dark V1's pretty good. Okay, Dark Quake. Let's take a look at the patch notes real quick. What did DXQ have done to it? I know that yeah, here it is. Okay, so it was really only Neo Kurozu nerfed. Okay, that does change it, but doesn't stop it from being one of the best fruits in the game. I still think it's crazy good, especially in this meta. And just the Neo Kurozu hitbox nerf, the range, that is a pretty significant nerf, but it's not enough to stop it from being the best passive and aggressive fruit whenever it wants to be. So Dark Quake is still secured a spot in the S tier. Dough V, okay, we're going to do this as Dough V1. Okay, we'll do Dough V2 last. Okay, Dough V1, let's take a look. Ooh, man, the changes on Dough V1 are interesting. Lotus combo windup increase, that is so significant. The range is decreased. I haven't noticed it personally, but it I guess it got decreased. The buzz cut cooldown increased, that was actually needed. An enemy range, oh that hurts. And buzz cut hitbox. To be honest with you guys, the enemy nerf was actually pretty big. Buzz cut hitbox not too big because you still get your combo. Like, I mean, it is what it is. And the cooldown, that actually really helped it a lot. I don't think it's yeah, I wouldn't go as far to put it in an S tier, to be honest. I put it in A tier though. Still a really good fruit, but actually, is it an S tier? Nah, I don't think so. Anyways, DV1, that's definitely an S tier. So let's take a look at what they did to DV1. Wait, let me find it. Here it is. Okay, so the hitbox nerf of Draco Meteor, that's actually pretty big, and the cooldown increased slightly. That's not big at all. Basically, what they did to it is just the stupid range, but you can still incorporate it in your combo. The fruit wasn't nerfed at all. I hear people that still use DV1, oh, it got nerfed. No, it didn't get, it's still stupid. The fruit is still stupid, okay? However, a once top 2 fruit, top 3, being generous, top 2, is now horrible. They destroyed DV2. I know this is probably the video that I'm uploading after my DV2 versus Dough V2. But DV2, oh my goodness gracious, guys. Basically, what they did to this fruit is you can't be in your mode for more than a single flaming torch. Maybe you get 30% mode more. But here's what happened, right? They decreased the mode so bad, that you have to be in your base more of the fight than you are in your mode. And their rationale for that was it's the best base in the game, right? Thunder Bagga was great, but Now it is no longer the best space because they destroyed the hitbox of Thunder Bagua. The time frame for getting your 1 skill is still possible, but it's very low. I mean, it's a small time frame for you to get that 1 skill in. And there's end lag on it now. There's end lag on the frickin' on the 2 skill. So the base isn't good, and the mode most certainly isn't good now. I mean, what they even change about the mode? Let's look at the patch notes real quick, guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just saw it. Okay, Thunder Bagua hitbox destroyed. Thunder Bagua end lag, excuse me, destroyed it. The Beast Bellow hitbox. Okay, that was actually a pretty good buff. Okay, look at this. Can you see the audacity behind this word right here? Slightly. That's a joke. Yeah, the duration was not reduced slightly. It was reduced significantly. Mode bar regain reduced. Okay, they forgot to put significantly there as well because, in case you guys didn't know, DV2's mode now takes longer to charge than Gear 5's mode, which has a 3-minute timer. So, yeah. Stupid decisions made by whoever balance changed these. Zone 4 movement speed reduced once again. So, let's count it with my fingers, okay? The speed of the fruit reduced, hard to combo start. You get 1 flaming torch. That's number 2 finger. What else do we have here? Thunder Bagua destroyed. I'm not even gonna do the hitbox and the end lag. I'm just gonna put them both in the destroyed category. Yeah, you're not able to even use your mode because it's gone, and it's slower than Gear 5. So I'm not gonna give you guys a whole spiel like I just did. I'm not gonna go longer on the spiel. I'm just gonna basically say DV2 does it even deserve A tier? Probably not. We're going to put it at the bottom of A tier, though. Just being generous. Okay. Moving on, though. Falcon. Falcon had nothing done to it. Still a good fruit. Yada, yada. Flame. It's okay. Ever since the nerfs of its crazy combo before Flame V2 came out, it's whatever. Flame V2. Yeah, believe it or not, Flame V2 is above DV2. Flame V2 is pretty good right now. They didn't really do too much to it. I'll show you guys right here on the patch notes. All they did was make it throw up a little bit like Dragon Claw, so you can get your alt. Obviously, it's true, but the fruit's still good. Still has crazy damage combo. Gas. Let me see here. I'll put it above Ash. Gash's suffocation hitbox is still pretty good. The combo's good, but it's just landing it is pretty hard because if no good player is really not trading suffocation. Oh my goodness gracious, guys! Gravity is actually, before I put it up there. Let's go ahead and look at the changes. You only need 3 seconds to cast the great meteor, right? So I think it was like maybe 5 or 6, but they basically halved it. And the fruit is just super oppressive and defensive. Although the damage was nerfed, you can true combo it. You can true combo into it. You can true combo into both of the alts. So yeah, I'd probably put gravity right below Dough. Gravity's crazy good. Ice V1, I'll show you the changes that Ice V1 was dealt with. Partisan block bypass, that's actually pretty good if you charge it up to 2 or 3. Geyser block bypass, that's actually very good. The hitbox was increased by twice, and you're now able to fall while charging Pheasant. And the projectile speed buff. Okay, this fruit isn't. I mean, it's not crazy. I think it's probably viable. Actually, it gets out of the don't use tier. Let's see, I had it here, but since those buffs, definitely put it up here. Maybe even viable, guys. Nah, I'm gonna just put it at C tier. I think it's fine where it is. Okay, Ice V2 didn't have a ton of changes to it. I'm not putting it here. I'm just gonna show you. I'm placing it there as a placeholder. Ice V2, where are you? Ice V2, where are you? Okay. Sorry for the cringe. Okay. Fixed Ice Skate Hyper Armor, right, on console. However, in trying to fix this, however the coding went, the skill is now completely broken and you cannot skate. So, yes, we do all live in a tyrant game where the developers keep breaking stuff and then don't fix them and leave them for months, just like MyGo. But, yeah, this isn't probably getting fixed in maybe another month, 2, not sure. But fixed ice skating, right? So basically, if we want to look at it, Ice V2, how many moves did it have? 5 or 6? It has 1 less now because ice skate doesn't work. But it's still a good fruit. Still definitely a good fruit. I don't think much has changed, to be honest. I still put it A tier. I mean, just because that one skill not working is holding it back like crazy. Alright. Leopard. So, Leopard only had one change to it. Oh wait, Falcon did get a change. Hold up. Okay, that's nothing crazy. Alright. Falcon did get a change, guys. Or, no, not Falcon. Why am I yapping? Leopard. Yeah, we were on Leopard. Leopard did get a change. The claw barrage speed is increased. So, in case you guys don't understand what that means it does more damage. Well, it doesn't do more damage. It does the same amount of damage that it did already, but you can't loop it twice in a combo like you were able to. There's no 1,000 damage combo anymore. This is still the same fruit. However, you can block midway through the claw barrage. In case you guys didn't know, if you just hold your block button, there's a glitch right now. You can just block the end tick of it. So if they don't let go early, then is what it is, and they're not getting their combo. So just due to that, Leopard's going A2. Actually, I'll put it below Doe because it's definitely not better than Doe V1. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it below there. Ice V1. It's viable, it's spammy, it's annoying, and that's the only reason it's viable, because you can just spam with it. Alright, so Goro got a couple changes to it. Let's take a look here. Lightning. So projected now bypasses block, right? But they changed it. They reverted it. It doesn't bypass block. It actually just makes you, before you were able to slide out of it, but now you're not able to. If you slide out of it and unblock, you're getting hit. So you can't do that anymore. It is a good placeholder. And Crashing Thunder stun increased. Did they revert that? No, they didn't. That's still a thing. Okay. So that's actually pretty helpful to the fruit. And Crushing Judgment, vertical hitbox buff, that helps a good amount. I know it helps with situations where you could just hold moves above it. But Goro, still not that good. Still, it's okay. Then we got Light V2. Light V2, I think is pretty good. It's a good fruit, right? It's a good fruit. I don't know if I would go as far as to put it in A tier though. To be honest, I'm not doing that. I mean, actually, it's annoying. I give it bottom A tier. Love is definitely a viable fruit. Very good. All the moves are blockable. One bypasses and one block breaks. But it's just the combo starting's hard and the heal move is busted. So just for that reason alone, it's inviable. But the whole fruit as its own can't really. I mean, it can trade a lot of fruits. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like pretty mediocre. All right, Magma V1. Magma V1 is going into the niche tier, right below Ice V1, just because the V2s are 10 times better and they're just outdated. Magma V2 is still pretty good. I don't think they did any changes to it. Oh, did they? Let's look around, guys. No, doesn't look like any changes to Magma V2. Magma V2 is still the same great fruit. So for that reason alone, I'm not gonna put it. I'm gonna put it right here at A tier. I don't think it is above Leopard, obviously, because Leopard destroys it, but it's definitely A tier. Magnet got a change. The only change was the lag in servers. So nothing crazy. Magnet's still a good fruit. I put it like below. Actually, do I put it above Goro? I don't know if I do put it above Goro. Low key. Magnet's not all that. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good, but yeah, it's not all that. Low-key might go above DV2 though. DV2 is in such a horrible spot. Yeah, it goes above DV2. Gear 5. Okay. Wow, Gear 5 got buffed like crazy. In case you guys didn't know, Gear 5 got crazy good changes. Let me just find the patch notes. Okay, am I gonna like? Okay, there we go. Nika. Rising Bolt projectile speed buffed. If you guys don't know how much this does, it does a significant amount. It goes so fast. It goes, I'd say, the same speed as a projected. No, probably faster than that. I mean, it's lightning. It's supposed to go fast, right? It it basically helps a ton with combo starting. And Gigant Stamp drop speed increased. In case you guys don't know what this does, it basically allows you to true combo off of spinning top other than Mole Pistol. So they either have to eat it or they block it. Blocking it is probably the best solution because you're not eating 225 damage. And either way, you're eating a Mole Pistol. They can spam Mole Pistol after the Gigant and still get a Battlegrounds. So yeah, that's a thing. And the iframes were added. So crazy. That stun nerf doesn't do anything. You can still get Mole Pistol. So Gear 5, for the first time, I'm actually going to say we put in S tier. Yeah, Gear 5 is very good right now. For the first time in a very long time. Akuchi. Okay, Akuchi got some actually crazy changes to it. When I say crazy, I mean like a lot. I don't mean like significant, but actually pretty significant. The stun was nerfed on the M1s, so you're no longer able to do a crazy 1000 damage combo. And the M1 knockback was increased on the. I don't think that's within the individual strikes. That might be just in the end, but I'm not sure. I know. All I know is you're not able to do that 1000 damage combo. Personally, I don't have the fruit. I've done a few matchups with it since these changes have been done, and it doesn't look super significant. Arctic Breath cooldown doesn't do anything. That just helps prevent the looping 1000 damage combo, and so does the Hollow Cuts cooldown increased. And this damage, I think that's just a damage referral. It doesn't do too much. Akuchi's still crazy good. It definitely gets S tier, but not like, probably not like the top 5. I don't know. Actually, no. I'm not sure yet. But we have Ope. Ope's changes were kind of a lot. The Heart Squeeze was nerfed to 2. Shambles is no longer cancelable. That didn't really do too much. Gamma Knife teleportation latency fixed. This is the huge one, right? Because you weren't able to predict where they were, so you couldn't always trade it. And it was just a problem because the range was like also crazy good. So Ope's still good though. Ope's still very good. Ope might even be top 3 in the game right now. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe. Okay, that might be pushing it. I think it's probably top 5 easy. Top 5 easy. But I don't know. I mean, the problem is with Ope, it's very room dependent, but that doesn't stop it from being a crazy good fruit with zoning, and you can just control the match however you want, really. And then when you have Paw's a viable fruit. Definitely not better than Love, but it's viable. It's good. It's a good epic. What I had last time on my tier list, A tier, yeah, I was Loki glazing Paw. But yeah, this is so many changes were done that just, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, in the meta, Paw, just because everything got buffed, Paw is now fallen. Just like every other fruit. What did I have? Light V2 and B as well? Yeah. It's a good air camping, like, spammy fruit, so I'm going to leave that alone. So, Phoenix. Phoenix on my last tier list, I had it at A tier. However, let's go to the patch notes. Patch notes. Let me slow it down. Okay, look at all these nerfs. All nerfs, by the way, not really buffs. I mean, stun by 0.1 of a second. Do you know how insignificant of a change that is? Like, to help it? It doesn't help it at all. The cooldown increase, that's a nerf. Because you can't do the infinite combo in base anymore. That nerfed, okay. And cooldown increase. Bluebird wind up increase. That's also a nerf. That's not even, I don't even know if you can true combo into that still. Zone movement speed nerfed by 10%. That 10% actually is crazy. It is a crazy change, believe it or not. And the Bluebird charge speed buffed. Yeah, not a lot to say. Just kind of got nerfed. And low-key, it's bottom of A. It's still a good fruit, but bottom of A. Quake. Oh my goodness. Quake actually got crazy buffs. Let me see if I can find it. Where are you, Quake? Okay, look at all these. Mostly buffs. It looks like all buffs, but the one skill, AoE buff, like crazy. That's basically what this is. And the windup is now shorter. Eruption distance buffed. Knockback nerf. That's a good thing, by the way, because you can get your combo more effectively. Stam knockback. Yeah, I mean, Quake did need all these buffs, though. The Quake stun was buffed. I don't know if that was needed. Quake knockback increase. That doesn't matter. You still get your combo. Island Shake stun buffed. That's pretty good. Now you can true combo into Eruption. Obviously, you were able to anyways, but Island Shake damage nerf slightly. That doesn't do much. Quake is still actually a good fruit. Believe it or not, Quake is probably like actually a viable fruit now. Like, but it's great. It's not in the viable tier. I think Quake probably goes like, I don't know, guys. Quake's still very good. I'm gonna put it above Gravity. Quake, because I don't know if it's better than Goro, but yeah, Quake is still good. Quake is definitely still good. Rubber, horrible. We're not even gonna get started on that. Okay, Sand. Sand's pretty good. Sand's been good, but it's a common. You're just pressing 4 buttons. It's not like you're doing anything effective. Smoke. Nah, Smoke is not a good fruit, guys. There's like no combo. There's no situation ever where a good player will ever lose to a Smoke on a higher rarity fruit. In no circumstance. By the way, I said good player, so take that into consideration. Soul. Okay. So since every fruit got nerfed pretty bad and Soul didn't catch anything crazy, I think Soul's top 3 now. Like, oddly enough, Soul is top 3. Let's go look at the patch notes and see what they did to it, because it was not super significant. I can tell you right off the bat that the only significant nerf really was the cancelable Crimson Pillar in base. But the windup increased slightly. That doesn't do anything in mode. You can still Soru Tech it, and Mazer Cannon taking 6 souls isn't crazy. That just prevents you from getting 3 Mazer Cannons in an entire soul transformation string rather than 2. But it doesn't matter anyway, because if you manage your cooldowns effectively, then you'll still be able to do great with Soul. Soul mode didn't change anything, so yeah, still a great fruit. Still top 3 in my opinion. Top 3. Okay, why do I have DV? Okay, DV1 at number 2 spot. No, we're gonna move that down to number 4. String. So let me take a look. String. String's a good fruit. It's a pretty great fruit. The only problem is you have to rely on an AI to get like effective combos with. It's kind of it's just a spammy fruit. Doesn't really take a lot of skill, but it can put up a good fight against like some of these. Actually, that's just a blatant lie. It doesn't. I don't think it really beats anything above it, to be honest, except for like. No, I couldn't even think of a fruit string beats above it. So for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in niche. Before I did have it in good, but all these buffs just like make all the fruits that were already good kind of go down a little bit. Anyways, moving on, we have Gear 4. I don't think any changes were done to it. Let's take a look though. Doesn't look like any changes, no. Okay. Let's see. Gear 4. Obviously, I'm not putting it in Bible. Okay. Yeah, I'd say it's probably better than Lightning. Yeah, Lightning's just not the worst mythic. Pretty close. Gear 4 is still a great fruit. On my last tier list, I did have it pretty high in the A tier, and it's still pretty high in the A tier. Yeah, that's just Gear 4 for you. It's pretty good fruit. The base combo is really great. Does a lot of damage. And the mode combo can do a lot of damage, although hard combo starting. But that's not what the mode is really used for. It's used for stalling other modes. And then last but not least, we have my baby, Venom. Obviously, it's not A tier. I'm not going to be biased about it. I mean, it's not S tier. I'm not going to be biased about it. But I'm going to chuck it up in the A tier. You already know. Nothing was changed about it. Literally nothing. Was anything changed? Nope. Literally nothing. Nothing was changed about Venom. So, it's still Venom. Venom's still a good fruit. Still beats everything below it, except for maybe DV2. And, yeah, I mean, it's a good fruit. Venom's a great fruit. The ticks do good. It does decent damage for the ticks, and I don't think it can really beat a ton of fruits up here, besides, like, maybe Ope, Dark Quake, and, okay, actually, Maybe it does beat a couple. It beats it beats Dark Quake, DV1, and sometimes Ope. But anything else it just doesn't compete with. And it just because a fruit loses to maybe some fruits lower behind it, like for example, it loses to Dough, DV2. Actually, wait, what am I doing? Do I need to move this down? Am I being way too biased because it's my main fruit? I might be. Yeah, low key. Low key. Yeah, that's probably better, right, guys? Yeah, I'm not gonna be biased with that one. Yeah, because it does lose to a lot of fruits. I forget, but just me being me though, I typically don't lose to me being like the best with this fruit. Is what I'm saying. Is I'm not typically losing to like leopards, does, lightnings. There's like maybe 3 lightnings that can beat me, maybe 2 leopards that can beat me, and a single doe that can beat me in the game. But I definitely do lose consistently to DV2s if they're good with the fruit. But other than that, the last fruit that I haven't, obviously because Doe V2 isn't here because of the update. Doe V2. Let's take a look at this, right? Doe V2 is easily S tier. However, I don't know if it's see, this is a hard one. Because the only fruit it beats in S tier is Dark Quake. I don't think it beats Ope. I did a video on Doe V2 Ope, and the only reason I lost that was because I wasn't familiar with the matchup. But once I did gain momentum, I won straight up 4 in a row with Ope. It isn't hard at all. I just got combo extended off of the ult. So that's the only crazy thing about this fruit. The fruit does have a crazy damage combo. It does have a 1200 damage combo if you know it, or I think it's 1000. I'm not sure what it is. It's stupid. Maybe it's 1100. But the only fruit that it consistently beats up here is probably Dark Quake. Everything else it severely struggles with. It's gonna get S tier though, for sure. It's gonna get S tier just because of the stupid combo. It was like a Kuchi last update, except a Kuchi was 10 times worse. But yeah, I feel like this is a pretty fair tier list, to be honest with you guys. Considered my last tier list, it changes with. Here we go. Let me move that. Here's my last tier list, and here's my reasoning for all the rankings. Basically, as you see, most of the fruits got buffed in the patch notes, right? A lot of already good fruits got buffed that were legendaries so that they can compete with mythics. So the legendaries went up, and the more mediocre fruits just kind of went down. That's just how it is. Gravity got a buff, it went up. Quake got crazy buffs, went way up. Let me see what else we have here. Levy 2 stayed the same, and everything else is just kind of niche. I mean, nothing. I changed the niche tier because I didn't want to call these mediocre because they're actually viable. But yeah, no, commons just will never be viable. They just won't, unfortunately, because they're commons. I mean, that's how rarity works. The rarer the fruit, the better the fruit. But yeah, these are my final thoughts on this tier list. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks again for 1,000 subs that we recently just hit. If you guys still want to enter this giveaway, it is going on for a few more days, so it's not too late to join the Discord and join the giveaway. Feel free to tell me your guys' opinions and what you would change in the comments. Again, I've done most of these matchups with the new fruit, and I've seen most of these changes in game at first hand. So I'd like to say that I was objective as possible, but if there's anything that you think I was biased on or call me out for something I'm wrong about, just let me know in the comments. I appreciate all feedback, positive and negative. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day. See you guys.